Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to Thursday. Before I've even made it into stream, we have Ancients with a raid. Thank you so much for bringing everyone in, Ancients. I hope you had a good stream. I also have just realised I'm not following you. How is that not the case? So I've just corrected that, and I would suggest that I do this. And therefore other people have the option of doing so as well. Right, now that I've remembered to do that and sorted out the fact that I am a derp, but there's nothing new there, let's work out where we are and how things are. Welcome into Frauke and Glam Pixie and True Purple and Boicars and Superfast Fagalicious and Elkhorn and Blast Jordan and Super Cosmic and Ancients themselves and anybody else who may be here followed with the raid. If you have arrived with the raid, do remember to look after yourselves. If you need to raid and run, absolutely. Elkhorn is from the highway in Oklahoma. Well, don't drive off the road whilst listening to us. That would be bad. Please don't don't Minecraft and drive. Or is it don't Twitch and drive? And welcome into Kurtzune with a 30 stream streak. And welcome in Red. Goodness, everybody arriving simultaneously, and I still have barely even managed to get to the start of stream. Love when that happens. It is very much appreciated. You are all absolutely fantastic. You're on your passenger leg. No. I had several dozen things that I wanted to say there, and not one of them is family friendly adjacent. So I'm going to move on. And Blackclad Wanderer, welcome in, sir. How is everybody's Thursday going? I do hope that everybody is feeling okay and getting close to the end of the week in style. We are close now to Friday, which is always the best day of the week because it's the end. Can you tell I want out of this week yet? I want out. Let me out. So, yes, as Feg says, a salute to our Squirrel Space Force commander there, who is also setting up something that I am I'm very likely to take part in. From the 1st of January, Blackclad Wanderer is setting up a impossible Minecraft server and inviting in quite a few people apparently. I haven't an idea about the names. I just know that there are a few people being invited for a single month attempt at Impossible Minecraft from the 1st of April. Yes, this is not an April Fool's joke. However, given how Impossible Minecraft runs, it may well feel like it. I am trying mentally to work out where, how, and what I am going to do by way of involvement because I really want to get involved in that one. I think it would be a bit of manic insanity. I'm hoping that it will be a good group. I'm hoping there will be some group objective attacks just to make it more interesting. So, yes, we will have a think about that one over the next couple of weeks before we get to the end of the month. And Footy, welcome in. Thank you for maintaining the streak. What sort of impossible? Surviving, I think. For those who do not know what Impossible Minecraft is, it is a data pack that has been put together by, now I know his name and I've got it here, McMackenstein. It's impossible to remember that one. You've learned how to say I hear, I see, I learn in Latin. Ooh. And Pixie is zooming through with a 70 stream streak. Oh, Green's involved as well. I knew Green had worked on getting it audio video disco. I knew Green had worked with Mackenstein to get it set up so that the Hermits could play it. I didn't know how much involvement Green had in arranging it. That basically means, well, there's a good reason for it to be even more mayhem than ever, because Green has been finding some very good data pack creators to work with. They have been involved in working on some of the mods that were used in the Life series that Green runs, and several other series. So, Disco comes from discate, meaning learn. Oh, absolutely, Feg. That's my understanding of it as well. 1, 2 here. What's that block? Green and concept of how to die repeatedly. If Green was involved, don't push any buttons. I believe the button that you're supposed not to push there, Glam Pixie, is the login one. But, yes, as Blacklad says, I don't think he's limiting. There are limits on the group. I just know that they are inviting a few creators as well. Sorry, I may have misspoken that one. Why is there a block in the middle here? I don't know. Probably me working out where I'm going to be putting doorways. What that may result in is there may be either a slight break from reality. Yeah, right. A shift over to that instead of idiotic, or just a little bit more of that instead of a little bit less of this. Some of that made sense. I don't know. Trying to work it out. Break from reality. Why do we think we're here? Yes. Hello, TGM. Welcome in. Apparently breaks of reality are very much what my brain goes. Thank you, Blacklad. As I say, I'm hoping that whatever group does get arranged will choose amongst themselves to have certain things that they try to do as a group. For example, the first attempt on the Nether, the first attempts on, well, survival, etc. Just so that it can be done as a shared experience. And if it's not all done as group, maybe bits of groups. The Nether, chopping trees looks difficult enough. Yes, I wasn't going to mention that one. Even the trees fight back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and don't get me started on what the cows do. Which is, that's a statement. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's go for. Yeah, I think a 3-unit. Excuse me. So what I'm trying to think about here is, for context, we have this area at the top of this hill. total panic from chopping down mandrake trees. Try total panic from chopping down any tree. They have a defense mechanism, from what I understand. But we will see. Yes, this hill at the back and top of the hill. The hill at the back and top of the hill. Yes. I can word. The hill at the top and back of the racecourse area, I want to turn into a very collective building. Ooh, noms. Have good noms, Black Lad. And I salute the Squirrel Space Force. Yes. Hi from Migraineville, would not recommend, 0-star rating. Oh no, Dragon! Look after yourself. You're the third person who's been suffering from an absolute major headache today that I've encountered. That is not the best of things. Do take care of yourself. If you're one of these people who finds that it responds better to darkened rooms, do find yourself a darkened room and hide from the universe. Either way, take Claire. Take Claire? No, I don't know. You can't have Claire. I'm not quite sure who she is. Had an eye doctor appointment, dilated eyes and bright lights don't help. Ooh, oh. Yeah. Listen to the stream, but don't watch. Either way, Dragon, absolutely take care of yourself and, what? Spring? What does spring have to do with it? I know it was the... Well, actually, it's one of the equinoxes today, isn't it? Yes. Chicken. It is the chicken equinox. No. What the heck's a chicken equinox? How the heck do... What? I fear the chicken equinox. Mar? Yes, that one. That the egg equinox. If anyone hasn't guessed, I am not with it properly today. There is likely to be a large amount of sanity loss in this stream, hence why we're squirreling a bit and looking at to complete another building. The cluckening.
Fear the cluckening.
It is Thursday. Yeah. Where I didn't have the headache, I felt like I'd been run over by a parade this morning. So, it did evolve into a sound-effective migraine. Oh no! Who gave migraines evolution powers? Hearing got nerfed as it's too powerful, so when it got sorted, got a headache for 5 minutes from hearing all sounds at once. Yikes! That's no. Actually, I'm going to swap the outer ones to dark oak. I have a plan, so I'm going to go with a slightly different building style for this one, just because. But I want to try and keep it very close to the concept of our usual for the pillagers. Welcome in, Mad. How are you doing? Oh, actually, no, that doesn't go in there. That goes in here. Yay, we have more pale oak. Is it pale oak? It is pale. So what I'm thinking here is I want to have what will effectively become a... Actually, I'm going to use 2 there. An L-shaped building. But the L will be on 2 completely different levels, and the centerpiece of the building will be a tower. So I want to have this section of building be at this level, and be a sort of 1-story building. Then this will be the tower, and coming out from in front of the tower, I want the other part of the building going in this direction. How do I know what shape L is? That would be a lotus-shaped building, and I'm not I'm not going that direction, because I think that would be conducive to shortening of my life if I tried to make a lotus-shaped building. Wait, why is there a... That doesn't work. I think you are losing me. Which is not difficult. I'm fairly sure I'm lost. I'm lost. Have you considered Hare Krishna? No. Bad Muppet puns. This needs to go up to 82. There we are. I lost one to map. Absolutely. That way I can possibly give one to significant people in the office. Right. Well, we need to... Whoops, I missed the Nidorino. Oh dear. Okay. Hail Hydrate. I was not paying attention there. Squeaky bottle of goo time. That's not bad. And let's see if we have any Scots corn in stock today. Oh, yeah. That was the right shoulder to start this evening. So obviously, at some point, the left shoulder may need to pop as well. It's the Scots version of the Imp and Skiz bop song. Pop, 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 pop. Every time Scots moves, he goes pop, pop. Let's see. So apparently, this is the line for that one, and well, I can work out where the next one is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you for the hydrate and the pop there, Feg. Hey, welcome in. Happy Thursday. I am doing. I am a little bit worn down from the day, but I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Hold on. How many are we between these two? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hey. Well, that's useful because that's continuing my 7s. There's not even off by 1 on this. What I could do with it is some dirt, though. Because I think this area needs to be raised by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, so this side might be just a single... Oh, no, hold on. That needs to be up by 1. Puffer blobs? What the heck are puffer blobs? Blast, you're confusing me. Congratulations. That's normal. I'm gonna eat this apple. Okay, that doesn't help. Ah. Like blobs. Oh, I see. So where a Ravager goes trump, 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 trumpety trump, 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 grr, I'm going after a Scotsman or a nitwit. The pufferfish goes blub, blub, blubbity blub, 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 blub. Right. And eventually we turn around and go, what does the fox say? No. Pufferfish also goes, blub blub pow splat yard sale. What noise is yard sale? I'm curious about that one. Angie blast noises. Ah, okay. Dip, 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 dip. Angie blobs. Now. It is not pufferfish season, or wabbit season, or duck season, or squirrel season before anyone considers adding that. Oh, that's awesome. A yard sale emote. I love that. That's fantastic. Pufferfish season in cat stream. Is it? Okay. That one is fantastic, Cosmic. They keep catching pufferfish. Oh, I'm out of dirt already. That lot didn't last long. How is it I'm already out of... Well, don't answer that one. Where the heck's my dirt? I'm going to use some of this grass blocks up because, well, I could probably do with it. Because the other thing is I need to raise some of this area up a bit. Or lower it? No, right, raise. Raise. Not lower. Magneto perfection.gif. In rural areas, squirrels are considered to be a pest and nuisance, aka free target practice, but not in the city. Yeah, I'm aware of that one, Mad. And in some city areas, they're considered to be a pest as well, mostly because they have a habit of chewing, well, hiding in power lines. Right. That gives me the beginning basics of what this building's going to be shaped like. Also means that we can have the path up to this building arrive here, basically. So we can go along here, come through, skip through this area, This area will need to be re-landscaped a bit. This area definitely needs re-landscaping. Is there any area of this world that the more I build, the less I leave as original? Here we find the Scotsmen in their natural habitat, suffering from scope creep. If I left it original, would I even be playing Minecraft? Hello, Nanian. Welcome to the mayhem. There are rumours that at one point I did actually leave sections of the world as I found them. I know. It was a miracle. Nope, that's a dirt. That's a dirt block. I'm hiding my face behind a dirt block. Yeah, nobody believed me. I believe Raven is probably in meetings. They do tend to have them around about this time of day. Particularly since the time zones changed. We will probably find our favourite Corvid turns up later, and we'll immediately smack down anyone who is in dire need of it. Which probably means me. Mostly at this point I'm doing this just to empty the dirt out of my inventory rather than putting it back into the cupboards. Because I don't want to put it back into the cupboards, that is. Adulting, yeah, condolences, that is a fate you only wish upon your worst. Yeah, exactly. Today was one of those days that was very much Jurassic Park. While I was looking in one direction, the CTO turned up next to my desk and wanted to ask me questions about trying to solve something and deal with a problem. And then, while that was happening, another project appeared from the opposite direction, and it was a pincer movement. Suddenly I was trapped between two major projects, one of which was with the CTO. And of course there's an ad break. Oh. I should really look at putting in some notifications of that. Oops. Did I let out a loud yelp when the CTO cornered me? I might have immediately closed the YouTube window that I had running. Granted, I was using it. Yes. The CTO gave me a visit, turned up on one side of my desk suddenly in the middle of the day, asking me to look at a piece of software and whether or not we can get rid of it. Meanwhile, on the other side of my my inbox filled up with another project. And Feg, thank you for giving that gift sub to Black Lad. So yes, it was very Velociraptor movement moment. Unfortunately, the CTO is a man. Otherwise, I would have been able to get away with clever girl. Wow. Not one of those blocks is in a consistent direction. Thank you so much for that, Feg. Like I said, Jurassic Park quotes. Occasionally I will get away with a Jurassic Park quote. No, I won't. Wolfenstein is free on Amazon Gaming this week. Ooh. I'd have had plenty of time to explain my references in the tribunal. Yeah, that too. I did notice that Hardspace Shipbreaker is on the Amazon Prime Gaming freebies list at the moment as well. Why am I building a parkour course? Hardspace Shipbreaker, a show to pronounce carefully. It's not a show, it's a computer game. But, yes. Definitely not one you want to goof your pronunciation guides on. Right. Let's have a think about this. It's a bad sign. Scotsman's thinking, we're all doomed.
No, he's thinking.
What do I have by way of deep slate slabs? Got a decent amount of the polished, so let's go with polished. Don't need basalt for the moment. Let's make a few more polished slabs. Hardspace Shipbreakers on Prime Gaming. Yes. It was. I remembered it from the fact that for a while our friendly neighbourhood Chocobro, Landstrad, was very heavily interested in it, and it had been on my list of things to pay attention to. But I think it's on Epic Games platform though, which is one of those. Dang it! Hey Dab, hey Tor, welcome in. Yes, it is there, and yes, it is Epic. Dang it! You see, that's the point at which my brain just goes, yeah. Oh, it's been there since February. Whoops. No, that's the wrong block. Right. In other more unconventional and surreal news, did I see that they've just announced today that the Tour de France is going to start in the UK next year? That's a good point, Nanian. That feels wrong. The Tour de France tends to have a stage or two in a variety of nations tour. It always has. It's actually not it wouldn't be the first time that it started in the UK. It's particularly, yeah. I think it started in Belgium this year. Might be wrong on that bit. Dun, 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 dun. Devs do deserve it. Game is awesome, but lacking in ship variety. May have to look it up, or at least give the devs a. I was going to say give the devs a poke, but give the devs a bit of a yes, I have downloaded this moment thing. Question is, does it class as a purchase just by selecting it on Amazon, or do you have to actually redeem it on Epic? Because if you have to redeem it on Epic, I don't have an Epic account. Tour de Europe is a totally different bike race tour. You need an Epic account, it'll automatically write. What, you didn't think that I was this was gonna be easy as a statement tour? I'm trying to come up with a roof line that actually fits with the sort of air, the stuff that we've been doing around here. So we've got some very shallow roofs over there, but I want this one to be a bit more like the Great Hall. Devs were part of the original Homeworld team. Well, that explains some of the ship designs then. That we might actually do something else with, but we'll come back to it. Okay, that's not bad. Is that crooked? No, that works. So it's kind of sort of mini version of the Great Hall. What shape did I have for the roof of the Great Hall? Okay, that's good. It is this sort of shape. This is just a slightly more squat version. Actually, it fits more with the shape of the barn over in the distance. So that's alright, then it does fit with something in this vicinity. Thank goodness for that. I was hoping that I actually had a building that it matched. Yes. Whoops. Building. Yeah, that building is much more similar to the shape that we've got going on up here. Yes, you did, Nanian. For those who are who may not have got it already, drops are enabled. I don't publicize it because yeah. But there are 2 Minecraft capes to get at the moment, influenced by the Minecraft movie. One is available on Twitch, the other is available on TikTok. You basically get a code just for watching, and you redeem it, and blah-de-blah-de-blah, the usual. It gets linked to your account, you get to add it and switch it on. Yeah, I have... the problem is the TikTok one actually looks a bit better. I think Minecraft has a blue... sorry, Minecraft. Twitch has the blue one, which is inspired by Minecraft Earth and is blue, the home cape. And TikTok has a red one called Menace and is inspired by... I haven't a clue who it's inspired by. Quite how they're involved with the Minecraft movie, I haven't a clue. Except for the fact that it does look like if you have them equipped and they go on an elytra, it might look a little bit like Jack Black's face. Still can't make custom cakes in Java, right? No, that is purely Bedrock. In fact, I think that's Realms. I'll move you promotion facts. You made the Netherlands joke too often. Oh. Oh. As part of a movie promotion, they're putting up an AR portal to the Nether in Amsterdam. Why are they putting a portal to the Nether in Amsterdam? Why Amsterdam? Because... Oh, Nanian, I am so upset that you had to actually explain that one. Oh, what? That hurt. That so hurt. And so did that quote. Yeah, now that you've explained it, I'm groaning. I'm just upset at myself for having to have that explained to me. Yeah. As I said, now I've had it explained to me. I understand. I'm just still so very upset, and so very disappointed in myself for needing it to be explained. I'm not upset at myself. I'm just disappointed. I'm not sure when or if I'll end up watching the movie. I'm still vaguely hoping that the movie will end up being less of a disappointment than we're expecting, because it might go the whole actually fairly good route of turning out to be like Jumanji and exceed people's expectations. I'm not expecting it to, but it might be brain dead fun. You want to keep that portal and keep your balcony nice and toasty in winter. I don't think you're supposed to use portals to the Nether for geothermal energy, but it's an interesting concept. Promise your nephew to take him to see him. Well, I hope you enjoy it, True Purple. And I hope, if nothing else, I hope your nephew does. Because, to be honest, if it's aimed at kids and kids enjoy it, congratulations, you've succeeded. chicken! And for the first time this evening, I've actually managed to notice we have a Pokemon in chat, and this time it is a Victreebel. That sounds like an interesting one. Do I have one? No, I do not have a Victreebel. Let's try and catch it. Victreebel. Aha! But why did you steal the Victreebel from Nelson's ship? Naval history pun there. Yeah, the cool aunt Nanny, we play games. See, that sounds like a very good reason to be the cool aunt. Congratulations on being the cool aunt, True Purple. Something tells me I'm still going to be short of some blocks here. I mean, I'm the cool adopted uncle for my nieces because I go to Lego shows. And apparently that's considered cool for them at the moment. Hashtag rigged. Glam Pixie, Elkhorn, Mad Paradigm, Kurtsune, Frauke, and I all caught the Victreebel. Well done to everybody. Except, of course, for Blast, who it's clearly rigged against. Oh, absolutely, Nanian. I'm always missing stuff. Like the fact that we're in ads again. Although I didn't miss it that time. Starting with my sanity. Never had any of that in the first place. You're typoing your raspberries. That sounds painful. And here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and there, and it's getting dark, but we're starting to get a shape of a building now. And it's not a shape that I'm upset with. Let's get the roof peak in place on that second section and have a good look at how this is starting to pull together. Oh, actually, while we're here, we can take away these blocks. That one and that one. kind of hard to get on top of this when it's a 1.5 block jump. One of these days, I am going to have to consider a beacon. I don't want to. I've made it 3 years without a beacon. Why should I start now? What sort of Minecrafter needs a beacon? No, don't answer that. Right. How's this looking? Good one. Somewhere oldie just jumped for joy. Wow. Just wow. Need nether star seeds first. Yeah, I don't have mystical agriculture. 1 million channel points to recruit a wither. Feg. No. I might meet you halfway. 1 million channel points to recruit a warden. And even then, that's one of those yay moments. Why don't I keep my mouth shut? That can be arranged. Why you lot? Why? Why are you lot like this? Hashtag content. I'm not in it for the content. If you hadn't noticed, I'm in it just to be able to sit here and build stuff. You lot being around while I do so is just a side extra bonus. Chats are rather sadistic. Yeah, I had never noticed. And yellow. Yeah, yes, exactly. As I said, though, embrace the gremlin, give it a good hug, remember to feed it after midnight. No, but apparently we have a quote that says embrace the gremlin. Why do we even have that quote? It's 750,000 off. Let's go. Okay. You appear to have the best library of quotes by way of numbering. Right. Let's have a think about this. I want to put a tower in here. And I want it to look similar to the standard pillager outpost tower. Which is why I've got the pillars in place. Thing is, do I want it to be... Actually, I have a side question for myself. Around here it's quicker to use the... Oh my. Actually, this might work. Why am I being pushed around? What am I being pushed around by? Oh, a pig. I'm thinking using the extended pillager outpost design that I have for this building might be the one I need. Huh? Right, at which point I think I need to take 2 off the top and 12 off the side and half a dozen off of reality. Let's get in here and do this. That's funny, I could have sworn I selected those. Oh, that also aligns with that. That's useful. Whee! Boing! Said Scotsman as he bounced from tower to tower, and pillar to pillar, and pillar to post. Half a pound of tuppenny rice, half a pound of treacle. Scotsman's lost his marbles again. Pop goes the mayhem. Or maybe even pop goes the shoulder. And we have... Actually, let's face the pig and dance. A hail hydrate. Unleash the squeaky bottle of doom. And we have a stretch as well. Oh, we get... And... Yeah, no. Not as much popcorn there. What the heck is that? That was a good squeak. Yeah, the squeaky bottle of Dune is... Dune? The squeaky bottle of Dune. I don't know what's going on with the squeaky bottle, Captain, but it doesn't sound great. No, wait. What? I'm going to leave those in for a minute. Let's work out where our floor level is. Ooh, egg. Thank you, chicken. The squeaky bottle speaks squirrel. Yes, squeak, squeak, squeakums. No, you don't go there. You definitely don't go there. You think by now I would know every block that is required to be placed to build a pillager outpost tower. What? Excuse me? Where did you come from? Look, this pillager outpost tower hasn't been built yet. It's not time for... You're early! Oh. No, that's right. Good grief. He was inquiring about rent. Mm-hmm. I wish to rent a tower. It's not complete yet. You can't have it. Right, I think this side we can probably get away with actually making it a bit more... Where's the building? No, we can't. Not this side. This side. We can get away with making it a bit... You can buy houses off plan. It need the schematic cannon. Mm-hmm. Look, I think if you lot think I'm going to start selling pillager outpost towers to pillagers as a come along, purchase and get it constructed so that you can own it thing, you've got a very weird opinion of what I do for this lifetime. I have to create... Why? Gremlins. Gremlins, the lot of you. Absolute gremlins. This will come with the warden basement. I mean, most of this building is going to have... it's fun and you have the offer clipped. So. Gravel. Right, what I do need to work out is where the heck is where is RNGesus getting its choice of music from? You're early. I mean, I don't want to go, but... So, it's not quite my goodbye. Also, we have a Pokemon in chat, I've just realised. Thank you, everyone, for attempting to figure out whether or not you've got it. Either I've missed the point, or this hole is deeper than I no. Where's the... Wow. So many off by one-ins on this. Not only is it off by one because I've dug too deep. And Tentacool has been caught by Superfast Vector, Blast, and Mad. Nicely done, everyone. Hashtag rigged for anyone else who attempted to catch it and didn't. I don't know why I'm putting these blocks down. In theory, this will need a floor at some point anyway. And we have a Fatty McDaddy dog, Daddy Og even. Welcome in. Welcome back. Okay. The spiral staircase for this is going to be a bit taller than some of the ones that I've been doing before. Either that or I need to put in 2 floors. How many layers have I got between here and there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 floor, 3 floor. No, hold on. No, yeah, that works. 3 floor, 3 floor. So I could do this as a 2-story basement. Quite what the 2 stories are, I don't know. My life story and the story of how I ended up having to collect a Ravager for everybody. Look after yourself, Nanny, and I hope the headache takes the hint and smegs off soon. And my inventory's full. New counting method. 1, 2, 3, floor. Hey, Moscow. No, that's that's the tequila counting method. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, floor. Close, but slightly different system. Never attempt to outrank the Squirrel Libation Army where a joke about drinking is involved. And Blast, thank you for giving that tier 1 sub to Moscow. Welcome in, and thank you for that. Well, welcome to the Squirrel Libation Army there, Moscow. The interesting thing is, I think I might actually have a off by 1 error here, because I think it's going to be 431. Because I think this is this commentator this sign is where I'm going to have the floor. So there's a bit of a flaw in my plan, or about to be. How many times am I going to fall down this hole before I finish building this thing? So tempted to move this stone cutter. Actually, oh no, wrong server. I don't carry a stone cutter with me on this server. Good time zones, Raven. How are you doing? I'm guessing you were in meetings, so I hope they weren't too evil. Yeah. You see, I'm gonna keep leaping over this wall and into a hole here. Scotsman, the only person that felt the need to add more holes to a caves and cliffs and cliffs and cliffs and... No. It's a caves and caves and caves and caves and caves and cliffs. Yes, that's the one. Sorry. I misplaced your and there. It's not so much that I add holes, it's that I relocate some of the universe. Actually, I had an appointment. Okay, well, I hope the appointment went okay. Actually, I'm going to use that stair just to get it used. There we go. One used stair. Raven is on a 330 stream streak. Raven, do you even own clothes? Or are you just basically just feathers now? Thank you so much. You really you look after this place so well, and are here so consistently. It is just absolutely amazing. Thank you.
You must never, never, never by imitation.
So while you're out, Raven, I have been quoted as, yeah, if only, saying that there will be a 1 million point redeem for Recruiter Warden. Why? Oh yes, because it was not going to be a 1 million point redeem for Recruit a Wither, which was what Feg wanted. I said I'd meet them halfway. Ooh, I like that. That shape is coming together quite nicely. Yeah, you might want to cut back on the maniacal laughter there. It gives tones of, excuse me, why? No, probably. Usually I'm the one with the maniacal laughter anyway. Let me sleep. I want to get rid of this rain. Where did I leave my stone cutter? There it is. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make 14 just to get started. Good news is I don't have to worry about that for a few years. Thankfully. At least I didn't do the silly option. At least I did not choose to say I would put in a community goal. I have absolutely no intention of making that one a community goal. Nearly. You nearly got me to fall down that mistake. Raven's only at 420. That's just. Frauke got an entire round tables. Yes, and we gave them all banners yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? When did we do the banners? Might have been the day before. Is it Dark Oak logs for this bit? Yes, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ow. And right now you're saving up for a pet ravager. And I'm working on providing the location for a pet ravager. Notably, this entire racetrack, stables, and mayhem region. I swear, this region is just getting silly. Sorry. Just feels like it's only just getting to it. Okay, let's bring these up to here. Then we put one of those in. Yeah, let's just do that. You think it was yesterday? Okay. Actually, I think it was the day before, Frauke. Because yesterday we did all of the racetrack walling and went over to see the Temple of the Eye. And I know that I've got the racetrack walling as the VOD thumbnail, whereas I know for a fact that I put the banner holding pillagers as the VOD icon for it, so it must have been Tuesday. Love the way that I remember what I did by based on the based on what I chose for the VOD. What do we got? Racetrack, redstone and detail, eye lore and detailing buildings. It must have been the 18th. And other people didn't get the armor because it was Mad, and Mad already had the armor, and somehow their book was missing it, which I'm still very worried about. I need to work out when that went wrong. Your calendar must be off by 1. That's alright. My brain is off by 1 most of the time, so we'll call it even. I need another 14 of these. As what did I just use? Yes. 14 of those. 6. That. And for those attempting to catch everything, we have a star U in chat. I know that feeling, Raven. I was describing earlier how I was trapped in a moment of Velociraptor attack earlier, where I had the CTO turn up next to my desk while I was also getting emails about a major project. So it was like mayhem on one side and chaos on the other. Very much a Velociraptor attack moment. And Staryu was caught by Kutsune. Nice catch. I didn't do it. No, you can't prove anything. See? Even Stream Elements agrees with me. Well, Stream Elements didn't do it either. Take your pick. Oh, I put my axe out of the way there. This is going to give us a good idea of the scale of this building, because there's another floor above this and then there's the tower top, which might make this a little bit over the top on scale, but equally, given it's got a building coming out of the side and a building coming out the front, I think it might actually work. And if it doesn't, well, we'll just have to cut it back down to size. But I was planning on putting some of the towers working. Which direction is it? That way. Working off the design for the tower that I used for the bottle farm at some of the extents of Gordonstein Castle, so that it feels like they are the extended buildings further out and more part of the distant perimeter defense, as it were. Yes, I've been trying to work out the lore of how you would actually protect a castle. Might take the rest of the day and just make up the extra hour. 'Tis your decision, Raven. Last time I looked, we are not able to determine, control, or look after your choices. Contrary to personal preference, it is not possible for a chat community to decide somebody's life. Unless, of course, they're deciding how much scope creep a streamer is involved with. At which point the answer is yes. Yes, there will be scope creep. Or how many wardens to recruit. Can we get through the build of this area and all of the Ravager recruitments and the build of the Deep Frost Archive? Oh, sorry, Frozen Archive. Deep Frost Archive? That sounds like I'm trying to build Deep Frost Citadel. And no, I am not building a my own version of... dang it, what's Tango's game called? Ah! Being attacked by a pig here. Decked out. Thank you, Raven. I don't really want to attempt to build a decked out inspired game. No matter how many times I say I don't want to, and secretly actually do. The redstone work would be insane. Yes. Yes, it would. Right, I need 20 tough blocks. It did. It really did. I can't remember what it was called, but it will be visible for those who suddenly look back. This is why I keep the tracks visible on screen. One thing I'm still slightly bemused about is the fact that we had one pillager visit. Not an entire roving party, just one. And it wasn't even the one with the banner. It's like, what happened to the rest of his crew? Right, that means that this wall is here. So this is going to be a wall. This is the point that this roof intersects. They sent him to us about the rent prices. The rent price was your life. And I murdered him. For shame. Whose shame, though? Whose shame? Right, red. Oh, hold on. No, I've got an entire chest of crimson at the moment. Okay, that doesn't look wrong in height, given it's got this building in the front of it. Add another floor and then the top, and I think it's going to be right. This is one of those situations where using the shorter building design would have actually been insufficient and looked weird. don't mind me. I'm just trying to justify building ridiculously large buildings just for just to make it look right. Right. How big is this bit section anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to go 6 above that. So that's 7 from here. Both of these are the same computer, K. Streaming is handled from a second computer. I think that's the 7. So the camera count is on my left monitor of the main desktop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I got that 7. That's good. The 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My main account is on the right monitor, and both monitors are captured independently into a capture account. Hey, Ritsu, and can you avoid chewing on the tower a little bit more? Well, I mean, if you want to chew on the tower, chewing on it will be perfectly good, just as long as you chew in a way that it helps it look good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Okay, so that one's... Make it stronger. Got it. Yes. Building go burr. Ow. Scotsman face planted another building. Got that right, didn't I? Have some nice noms there, Feg. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Let's get the... How much... no, I need more. Also, do I have any stairs? Survey says 9. 9 is not the word that I was looking for. So let's grab, say, that much. While we're at it, should I do the? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's do the kind of a bevel. If I do that, I can work from there. Yeah, I like the shape this is getting. So we've got this lower entry building. We've got the higher building that I'm thinking of making a sort of nice race owners building. And then we'll have the commentator's tower in the middle. I think the combination of that overlooking the racetrack is going to be quite nice. Oh, I meant to pick up some trapdoors. Don't have any. Wrong colour. 18. 2, 4, 4 fours are 16. 18 is exactly the right. Is exactly enough. Right, where are we? Oh, yeah. We're here. We are here. We are here. We are here. And for those attempting to catch anything, we have a goal bat in chat. I forgot to... I can survive on what I've got. That'll work. We need the trapdoors because they go like so. And then we get that and that. No, we don't. Yes, we do. Yep, yep. Because then we get that and... not that. 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 And then we find Scotsman throwing himself off the building because he needs to sleep. Cooked dinner and left me on lurk. You're here now. Welcome in. Welcome back, Footy. Was food good? That's going to look right. I think that's going to look good. And Glam Pixie caught the goal bat. Nice. Feed the Scots. Feed the Scots. Chicken biryani. Ooh, nice. I hope it came out okay. I just murdered Chicken Baby. Chicken Baby. Do, 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 do. Chicken Baby. Do, 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 do. It's your signature dish. Good to have something that you're good at. If that makes sense. Da, 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 da. Oh, hold on. Trapdoors. And then that. Thank you for the lurk, Mad. Ow. I should probably make some more. Oh, I can make some more just by doing this, like so. That, which means that there's another one, and then there's two, and one, and one. Yes. I'm managing to keep this design flowing. Not cooked for a long time. Looking parents. Everyone has to attempt it sometimes. I think that's the right level because it then has. No, it doesn't. It has that, and then that, and then that, and that does that corner. One more. Two of those. One of those. One of those. So that's got one. Yes, 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 yes. That's good. Oops, missed. Ah! Dang it. I fell all the way down. Fortunately, no damage. No splat. No fall. Got a food hygiene certificate, so you should know. Those are not easy to maintain. No, 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 no. No splat. Splat has been determined as being if I take damage during a fall. We have rules for this. Otherwise, we have chaos. Splat is if I take damage during flight. Point. Yeah, yeah. Raven with the corrections. See, Raven knows everything that goes on around here. They are absolutely the reason why anything makes sense. Okay. Because anything I do doesn't make sense. Splat bits. Believe me, I splat enough. But thank you for the bits, Footy. Okay. Hey, as a commentary tower, this has a lovely away. This has a lovely view over bits of the course. So, this might actually work quite nicely. Believe me, That's almost as bad as we have a sploot in progress. Which we haven't needed for a while. Let's see. Let's get a full stack of those. I don't suppose we've got any dark oak stairs around, do we? No. Yeah, 64 in there and 7 in here, so that's... Oh no, I only need 8. Derp. I do not need 64. I do not need 32. I do not need many, my word. I think the artificial foreshortening, as you look at the buildings, actually helps this not feel as big as it looks. Some of that statement may have made sense. Some of that statement may have been possibly incomprehensible. It's up to you which bit is which. I should probably... Ah, that's what I'm missing. Right, hold on. Let's throw myself off a building here. And we have hail hydrate. Squeaky, squeaky. Squeakums. Squeak. Squeaky. And a stretch to go with it. Let's see where we go with this. Ooh, ow, ow, ow. Thank you for that, Katsune, and everybody else. Remember, look after yourselves, stretch, hydrate, med check if necessary. Did I pick up what I came back here for? No, I didn't. Let's get what I actually came back here for before we fly back off. Alright. You can go in here, you can go in here. Do I possibly have what I'm looking for? No. But I do have these, which I do need. Meds were collected earlier today. That's a good checkbox. Nope. Ooh, hold on. No. No. 6. Ah, so close. I actually needed 8. Good news is that gives me my 8. Oh, hold on. No. Ah, still not right. 8 of those, 4 of those, 8 of those. Right. Come on, Scots. If you're going to try and build to replicate something, at least try and replicate it properly. No, hold on. I still can't count. There. That's gravel. Why am I putting... Ah, gravel. Gravel and andesite look so close to each other. Thank you, Windows Defender, for double-checking that my computer was not infected by anything in the middle of stream. You're so helpful for doing that. There. Meanwhile, apparently I've just run up the hill, and now I need to fly back down the hill because apparently it's getting dark. Problem with Minecraft not being a full screen game. Which bit? Ah, yes. Actually, that was running on the OBS computer, apparently. Yeah, that's why it was... Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Look after yourself, Mad, and thank you for joining us. You could have gotten infected with scope creep. There's already enough scope creep around here. We don't need any more of it. It's not a self-replicating worm, thankfully. Actually, I suspect scope creep is self-replicating. This is why there's so much of it. It's like off by 1 errors. There's always one more. Because the cure is always off by 1. Right. 1, 2, 3... Where's my stairs? Stair. 1, 2, 3, stair. 1, 2, 3, stair. Excuse me. Stair. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Apparently my aim is off. Is that 3? Yes, it is. There we are. There. There. Right, let's see if we can get onto there without taking too much damage. Yep. Right. Now this is going to be interesting. You and you. But over here I need to place one of these. And then here I need 2 more. Like that. Like that. That. And that. And that. we have a Pelipepper. No, Pelipper? It's looks like a Pokemon Pelican. Really? Pelipper. Okay. It's a Pokemon Pelican. There. Whoops. And Rizzo's been infected by the typo virus. No! Not the typo virus! Why did somebody think of the children? Ran out of tea. Your Pokemon skills were being shown off to a T. Hey, good catch, Kurt. Whoops. I never saw that. I didn't land too heavily. Dang it. Whoops, no, wrong material. I am short by 2 dark oak logs. Of course I am. Only around here would I suddenly be short by 2 instead of an off by 1 arrow. Let's have a look. I know I've got more. Oof. That said, I'm starting to run low. Yeah, OBO was OBO. Yep. Yes, it was. Actually, I might as well just bring that whole half stack because I need some... I need all sorts of other bits in a minute. Including... Actually, no, I've got half a stack of... in fact, I'm just going to bring all of that. I will need that in a minute. Ooh. Hey, that's looking pretty good, apart from the fact that it's pretty hollow at lower levels. I'm making a hollow mockery of this building. No, I'm not. I've never hollowed out a mockery. If I hollowed out a mockery, would it be Colin? You, 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 and you. At the moment, this is a hollow tower. Right. Oh, I forgot to pick up the... Dang it. I need crimson logs. But I also need to turn these into half slabs, so... Right, let's go and get the crimson logs. I was so close to having what I needed. Why am I looking in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of curiosity, what do I have in the... Oh... this tower, we'll go for a floor of... I don't think we'll be using... maybe we could. I need to see if I've got enough birch to do the floors. Ooh, yeah. Oh no! 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Off by one side of the building. Dang it. Let's try that again. I never have the right materials for these things. I swear it is entirely unplanned. But then again, I didn't know what I was building at the beginning of stream, so of course it was unplanned. Arg. Whoops. No. Shifty finger. Right. And then... Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No. That one should be the other way around. Don't need those, do need those, do need this. Put them there, put them there. Strip that. You... No, that can't be right. There's a OBO in progress. Yep, I've got an OBO in progress. Ow! Well, I needed to come down here and use the bed. Yeah. Please excuse me while I throw myself off the building. It wasn't intentional, it just happened. Right, let's not fall down the hole there. Direct access to the basement may be a mistake. Right. Let's see, how are we gonna do this? I need you back. Thank you. Oh, oh. I see what I'm missing. My grip on gravity is not helping, or is it more that gravity's grip on me is not helping? Because that was definitely a splat as well. Right. Okay. He goes up to the top, then goes back down again, because he's out of the material he needs. Right. There should be a half slab on each of these corners. And this is why I'm getting things wrong. Ooh, welcome back, Feg. What's noms? What did you make? Did you make waffle bacon? Dang it. That's where this should be. I'm going to do these for a moment. You have slow-cooked coq au vin. Ooh, nice. It's not waffle bacon, though. I feel cheated. I thought we were getting waffle bacon. My bacon is not waffled. Much better than Ratavan. Yeah, very much so. now that we've got those... Well, actually, I might as well do this. Okay, we're starting to get something that looks like the right shape. Anyone know what we're aiming for? You know, I probably should have retrieved and added the pillager banners on the floor below before putting this floor in, because now I've got no way to put in the pillager banners. Oh, no, actually I do. Right, I need to quickly go and get a whole peel, a half stack of pillager banners. If only I had a building that has been collecting pillager banners every time I go anywhere near it. Where, oh where would that building be? Why would it presently be loaded by the cam account? Oh look, pillager banners. You know, I might as well just grab a full stack. Phrase waffle bacon wasn't a thing back when Labyrinth of Ancients was new, or it had been used to describe one of the boss's final moves. This and other questions will not be answered. Many other questions will be answered. Such as, will I need to upgrade this pillager outpost as well at some point? The answer to that is yes. Yes, I will. Because clearly I can't have an unupgraded pillager outpost in a world where all the other pillager outposts have been made to look ridiculously over the top. Will that one be an interesting one to work on, because it's going to constantly spawn pillagers while I'm building? Yes. Yes, it will. Will people laugh at me while I do it? Of course. No, no, no. That's the other way around. Thank you. Alright, you go there. You go there. Go there. Stay on, answering all the questions that you never thought you wanted to know. We have none of the questions you actually wanted to. Half expected to see myself off the top of the building there, trying to jump onto the edge of that. Right. Okay. We're getting there. So, now that we've done that, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24. I have 21. Dang it! Actually, I can get away with that. Because we worked out that these work lovely with those 2, 3, 4. And those as a combination of the pair. Spawn-proof tower first and beautify. That might well be the case, Kay, except for the fact that it's the region around a pillager outpost. I'd have to spawn-proof the entire region, which is entirely possible, but probably more likely to result in me ending up dead anyhow. Have I missed something? No, don't think I have. just build a mob switch. And what, pray tell, would you suggest I use as a mob switch tool? And if you consider going, even thinking of suggesting going the Doc M77 route of a train full of wardens, I will not be going that route. .70 shulkers in the spawn chunks. I don't even have one shulker in the spawn chunks. I don't even have a shulker farm anywhere. I might as well just bring all of those. These and other things may have to happen at some point in the distant future. Right, I need. So I've got 1. I need 16. So I need 15 more. 15 more. Fantastic. And whoops, I missed the snow runt. Oh, and I missed picking up the 8 fence gates. Oh well, I'll get those in a minute. This way, I think. Yes. Deedle, deedle, deedle. Well, I'm going to have to go back downstairs anyway because it's getting dark. Why does it keep getting dark? Oh yeah, because this is survival and Minecraft actually is still running with a daylight cycle. Daylight cycle? Day-night cycle even. Right, go to bed. Those. Oh look, 8 crimson fence gates. I don't have to make any. Huzzah! I also can't count. If I need 8 buttons, I need 2 logs. Let's make it. Perfect landing. So you are not a gate. You are a button. I am not a number. Could have sworn I saw something moving down there. You want me to get him back in? Push the button. Don't tell it what it can't be. Right. Do I want to do this with the birch flooring that I've been doing in pretty much all of the other towers? I feel like I probably need to. What I want to check is, have I been doing it in some of the more recent towers, or did I actually allow myself the opportunity to change? I have a feeling I've gone birch all the way. Nope, I've gone birch all the way. torch it is then. So that's a small metric ton of birch needed. Do I even have a small metric ton of birch? Yes. Well, that actually is a surprising answer there. I wasn't expecting that. What? I should probably empty my inventory a little bit of stuff because it's getting a bit full. You go in here, you go in here, you go in here. Sticks go in here, and for some reason I've been carrying 25 iron bars for the entirety of stream, which doesn't really help. For the moment I'm going to hold on to the dark oak logs because we're going to need a whole heap of those in a minute. Let's put away the stone for the second, and I should get a couple of torches. Where are we going to get torches from? Because I need to light up the base of this building before I start putting a floor on the top. Because putting a floor on the top will turn it into a mob spawner. Right, it's better. Yeah, that's a good amount of materials to start with. I'm aware I'm not filling it. I'm going to put some of the logs in and strip them to give this, because this is the outer walkway. Therefore, it's the area that people would have walked around the most whilst going around, whilst up the top here. And so it would have been worn thin or flat, one of the two. Do need to do is work out where the heck so there is a set of pillars supporting the roof. How far in are they? 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. Okay, I've still got a bit more to go. 1, 2, 3, there. Oh, and keeping me hydrated and looking after myself. Let me just get this into place. We have another hail hydrate. Hail hydrate. And everyone else should make sure that they hydrate as... Whoops. Just throw my hand down on the keyboard while I'm... Oh, ow, that was the right shoulder again. More popcorn. Apparently the right shoulder is in a poppy mood today. Soon, you're planning a hot cocoa after stream. Ooh, that sounds nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, and 4. Which direction is the main storage building? And by main, I mean local. Put those out of the way for the moment. Where is my... Well, do I have any blackstone? No. That I've got, but I would like to have polished for the bottom. There we are. Lovely. lovely spring weather of hot days and icy nights. Yeah, we've got that at the moment as well, Frauke. It's reaching the point of being rather nice. Although we were, our office was 26 degrees inside the main office today. So it was one of those, I'm melting. Oh, I've goofed. I can't get up to the top. I've built a floor over the top of where my scaffolding was. There's a flaw in my plan. There's a flaw in my way. There's a flaw in my building, and that's the problem. Where the heck am I? I've overshot. There we are. 18C this afternoon. Scraped ice off your car this morning. Yeah, that feels accurate. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have 4 spare because I can't climb high enough. So, let me find my scaffolding and put the 4th in. Had to close the blinds because my... yeah. It's bright. I can't just... Nope. I missed. Ow. There. So those will be supporting the central part of the roof at some point. Because, unfortunately, we're getting close to wrapping up point, so I'm not going to be able to put a roof on today, which is a shame. But... oh, wow. Oh, this is going to look cool. I'm almost tempted not to fill this building in. But, right. That's starting to look pretty good. And Bad Hippo, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Feed the Scots. Feed the Scots. He's taken damage. Come on. Thank you. Wow. That's that's a stake to the face there. Okay. This one. Apparently Feg did not approve of that joke. No, it's this one. Yeah, da da da, yeah, da da dee, yeah, da 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 da. Right, let's get a whole heap of more bricks, and then we can get some bricks into place at the bottom here. Don't regret anything, even if it may may result in your demise. We haven't demised you recently. Hold on. No, that's... yeah. Oh, that's a window. So that's... yes. Okay. You... like so... oh. Blimey. I'm out of stone again. I misjudged how much was left on this. And thank you for the reminder, Raven. Well, I'm going to put a little bit more stone on the front, just to help it feel a bit more like there is actually a base to this. I appear to have built a very skeletal building here. No, that doesn't get to go there. Actually, no, it doesn't. That does. Just bring that up like so. And there we are. Right. Let's get me out of the way and then have a look at what this looks like. You're never out of time. There's more growing on your balcony. You see that? Seems like a perfectly reasonable place to have time. And let's have a look at this. That actually looks pretty cool. And the shape of the building attached to it really comes together quite nicely. I mean, we've got the roof still to come in. But I really like the shape of this. I think this is going to feel really nice. And it'll go it goes well with the stables, I think. It needs a roof. Actually, so does... all of it needs a roof. It also needs a lot more of the walls in place. But I think as a bit of planning and structure added in today, that really is... That's gonna... oh, that anchors this whole lot really nice. It did need something big there, I think. And as we put in the roof and we bring in the rest of the building, I think that's actually gonna be what we needed. Let's see where the... there we are. I was about to say, where's the viewpoint from over here? Oh, yes. That's the anchor we needed. It needed that, didn't it? It helps give a focal point. And everything feels like it emanates off of it. Yeah, I'm rather happy with that. That feels like it's going to hold together really rather nicely. And I think tomorrow we'll probably actually do quite well in joining it all together. And thank you for that lovely emote. It's the ginger love one. Excellent. Thank you, Blast. Yeah, I think tomorrow we're going to have fun actually sort of detailing the buildings attached to this and the roof and the rest of the walls on it. It looks rather evil without the roof. Actually, I agree, it does. We may have to put... at some point, we might have to put in a partially constructed pillager tower and just surround it with scaffolding. Preferably one of this style. Somewhere out towards the edges of the build. And by scaffolding, I mean something that looks like scaffolding, not Minecraft scaffolding. However, we have, unfortunately, reached our wrapping up point. Let's have a quick look to see who we have live still. I had 4 windows open, 3 of them have closed. Ooh, I think I know where I want us to go, because I've just spotted somebody who's live. Let me just verify. Well, as I say, Feg, I mean proper scaffolding. Exactly the way that Shadow Sky said. Made of fences and trapdoors. I raided them 7 days ago. 7 days is 7 days. It's a whole week. That makes sense. That really makes sense. I am going to send us on a raid in the direction of Deep. Because Deep Sky Miner is working on more Intradeems and more Hobbiton. And their Hobbiton builds and Ents are absolutely amazing. And I really like some of the work that they've been doing. Their landscaping and so forth is absolutely fantastic and very inspiring. That's the word I was looking for. Either way, thank you to everyone for joining me. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where, as mentioned, I think we will be trying to actually carry on with that tower and see just how much of it we can pull together. As always, take care of yourselves, and I will hopefully see you all soon. Bye-bye.